In 2016, I started a YouTube channel called Psalm 27 that was deleted overnight with 2,000 videos last year at around this time. Might have been in March. Overnight, they sent me an email saying we've deleted your YouTube content. All your content is deleted because I went against community. I transgressed community guidelines. Well, one of the first videos I did on that channel was called Chiffon. There was a commercial years ago, and the gist of it was, well, who needs butter when you've got chiffon? It's just almost the same thing. It's cheaper, and it's better for you. And there was a tagline, if you think it's butter, but it's not, it's chiffon. And then Mother Nature came out and said it's not nice to fool Mother Nature. Very, very, very clever. And these types of commercials ran for I don't know how many years. But the whole thing is about ersatz, E-R-S-A-T-Z, which is sometimes, it's a German word, and it's sometimes used in English. And the English equivalent is substitute. And this morning, very interestingly, I discovered, not this morning, but the last couple of days, I'd rediscovered a pastor that I used to listen to. He's died in 2011. His name is Peter J. Peters, and he was out of Colorado. And this morning I found one of his messages, and he actually called it, "Some people just don't like butter." And he was talking about the fact that nature is being substituted by the unnatural and the artificial. And I will link, look at this so-called cloud here. Almost looks like a delta shape. I will link the URL to that video below. And if I think of it, maybe even some of those commercials, because they were very, very interesting. They really made an impression. That's what commercials are for, to make a very strong impression on the psyche and to make you believe lies. In this instance, make you believe that margarine is better than butter. Anyhow, that's all I really wanted to say. Is just this Pete Peters he knew about Joseph being the patriarch and not Judah. He understood that the white people are the Hebrew people. The vast majority are backslidden pagan heathens nowadays. And as far as I can see, I don't know any, personally, people who really truly believe in Messiah. I know people who say they're Christians who have taken the vaccine. I don't believe the vaccine is the mark of the beast, but still, the more, what's happened is, and this is what Pete Peters says also, our God has been replaced by the God of the state, which is tantamount to communism. Americans always saying, oh no, we're not communists, we're capitalists. What is the difference? You're enslaved. You don't know the truth. You're not free. So there you go. Anyway, if you're so inclined, please listen to the sermon by Pete Peters. Very, very interesting. He's also got a video called My Experience with Jewish Power, Part 1 and Part 2. Also very, very interesting and very true. The man was on a radio talk show, and the talk show host was murdered sometime after the talk show took place, and they implicated Pete Peters as having killed him. So you see, when you cross Esau, then he will go after you with a chainsaw. That is what Esau is all about. He hates his brother. He violently hates his brother Jacob. And this is just one example of it.